Rotis joins us, and by us I mean Victor Peppel and myself, Shopper Martins, in the studio. Rotis, good morning. How you doing?
I'm fine, Chopper. Good morning to you. Good morning, Victor. Good morning to all our listeners. Good to be with you all
Good
today.
morning.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
All right. So, what's the big business story of the day?
Yeah, breaking news. Elon Musk has, it's kind of a Tech Monday. He's reversed his decision to join the Twitter board. Also, First Bank here in Nigeria has sent out a message, I think it was on Saturday afternoon, that they're going to be revising their branch hours due to a number of reasons. So that's what we're touching on today. Start with Elon first. He purchased 9.25% shares in Twitter. I think it was about $1 billion or more that he spent. He was going to join the board based on the fact that he had that many shares. His shares were capped at 14.5%, which allowed him to probably be part of the decision making of the company. But then he started putting out all these polls. Should they change the San Francisco headquarters to a homeless shelter since nobody goes there? He tagged Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift. He said, why are all these people verified if they're not actually tweeting? All of a sudden this morning, the CEO now tweeted and said he's decided not to join the board. The Wall Street Journal said it's because he's been criticizing the company over and over. But this is just within the space of a week. The guy he's a troll. The man is a troll.
He's a troll with money, Rotis. And by the way, make sure you join the conversation up on youtube.com/smooth981FM Lagos. We are streaming live right now. Leave a comment up on the live stream and send your WhatsApp messages into 0809 444 981 up on WhatsApp. We are also up on Twitter at smooth981FM at Rotancode. Use the hashtag BusinessExpress981. So back to the troll.
Yeah, let me even read the tweet from Mr. Argual, and then Elon just tweeted a smiley face after the news broke. But let me read the message from the Twitter CEO who took over in November of 2021. Say, Elon Musk has decided not to join our board. Here's what I can share about what happened. The board and I had many discussions about Elon joining the board and with Elon directly. We were excited to collaborate and clear about the risks. We also believe that having Elon as a fiduciary of the company, where he, like all board members, has to act in the best interest of the company and all our shareholders, was the best path forward. The board offered him a seat. We announced on Tuesday that Elon will be appointed to the board contingent on a background check and formal acceptance. Elon's appointment to the board was to become officially effective April 9, but Elon shared that same morning that he will no longer be joining the board. I believe this is for the best. We have and will always value input from our shareholders, whether they are on our board or not. Elon is our biggest shareholder and we will remain open to his input. He's the biggest shareholder. This man spent how many billions just to troll everybody? There will be distractions ahead, but our goals and priorities remain unchanged. The decisions we make and how we execute is in our hands, no one else's. Let's tune out the noise. That's a jab he sent his way, and stay focused on the work and what we're building. So that's Mr. Pargrag Agwal, who's the new CEO that took over from Jack Dorsey in November. So the noise part is just Elon just tweeting a whole number of things about what needs to change, saying that Twitter is a town square, free speech, blah blah blah. So that's the gist that just broke around 5:30 this morning. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? That's the thing about Elon Musk. Live wires are very attractive until you're up close to them.
You took the word live wire. That's how to describe it, man. Well, let's quickly get to First Bank.
Okay, what's going on with First Bank?
First Bank put out a notice, an email to all its customers saying that they're going to be revising the branch hours for all their branches across Nigeria. In fact, I think if either First Bank should be second or first, the number of branches. Ever since Access Bank took over Diamond, I have to remember who has Smooth FM followers. You should help me out with this. I think Access has the largest branch network now that they merged with Diamond. But if First Bank is not first, First Bank is second place with the total number of branches across Nigeria. So they sent an email.
Oh wow! I'm taking a look at the list and
it's across the country.
Yeah.
So they've changed. Look, see, bank. We're all working people. All of us have our lives. A bank should be open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., right? That's my own. So I can go and do my banking business after I finish work.
Some of these branches are closing at 1 p.m.
Thank you.
8 a.m. lunchtime?
8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Some they open at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Some 8 a.m. to 3, some 8 to 4. So I reached out to somebody at the bank, tried to find out what was going on. They said, number one, it is diesel costs. That is the first issue.
Oh, yeah. My goodness.
Diesel cost number one. Look, imagine paying what's the diesel now? 600 per liter. Imagine having to maintain all these branches across. All of them need to stay open while almost 24/7 as far as lights are concerned. the diesel you need to keep them running, blah blah blah. That number two is insecurity. We've seen what's his name, the new governor Charles Soludo in Anambra has been trying to dialogue with IPOB. They've been doing the sit at home stuff. You've got issues in the north with insecurity. Look at what's happening in Kaduna. So there's this all they've just revised. So number one is diesel cost. Number two is insecurity, and that is it's a microcosm of doing business. And if anybody has ever wondered why interest rates are so high in Nigeria, when you try and go and get a loan from a bank, and your interest rates are 20 something, 25%, almost 30%, cost of doing business. So basically, insecurity, diesel costs, and then security. That's what the first point is.
Meanwhile, Dakpo has sent in a message up on WhatsApp.
Dakpo says First Bank still has the largest branch network and ATMs. That's across the country.
Okay, so they're still number one. All right, I'll try to check that again.
I like it because of the name, first. So first I like it.
Symmetry. Dakpo, thank you for that. I'm going to check. I'll check the numbers again because they've been neck and neck. Now, what is it now? Again, we've seen what happens with the insecurity situation across the country. It is tough to do business when you've got so many headwinds that are in your path. And it is not just banks. Gymnasiums, pretty much schools, hospitals, anybody who has a large generator that is running on diesel costs. Remember, GTB was the other bank. They revised their hours, I think it was 3 weeks ago. They didn't tell us why. Remember, all these banks, they just sent out messages saying, we're revising our hours. No word on why. But from investigations that we've, that have carried out, this is still the main issue. So this thing hasn't gone away. This matter of diesel has not gone away.
So are we going to see other banks, follow the trend now? And I mean, it might remain just that way for a very long time.
I think we'll see more banks going in that direction.
But
of course, yeah.
My question is, have they said anything about, as we're closing these branches earlier, that we're going to be beefing up, let's say, our telephone customer service?
Correct. Yes, they did say that. And frankly, I think that's where banking should be more. I personally do not like going into branches because of the lines and all that stuff.
Oh, my favorite bank. Every time I go in there, they're like, you can do this online, go back out.
Okay, good. Very good. But we have to remember, not everybody has a smartphone. Not everybody is located where things. You have to think about financial inclusion and people who are in other remote areas where it might be easier for them to get to a branch. So on and so forth. So all this is just, if we think about what COVID did first. COVID was what caused banks to shut down hours and close some branches. Then now, following on the heels of that, you've got Ukraine, Russia, the war, oil prices going up. So it's just been one headwind after another. All this, it creates an opportunity to try to beef up your electronic channels, and so that people. But now look, here's the flip side. If everybody's going electronic, then what is the justification for keeping some branches open? And so if you close those branches down, there are job losses, right? Unless you can convert those people to something else. So right now, look, I think the larger story here, if you work in a branch that is affected, if you are a banker that is a branch banker, you want to start thinking about diversifying your skill base so that you can, in fact, as across the board, whether you work in a school, wherever, if you are running a diesel generator, just know that there might be some decisions down the line that could either cut down on hours, cut down on staff. I'm just putting out there, they didn't say they're cutting out any staff. All they say is that they're reducing branch hours. So
no, but come on though, if you're going from, let's say, working till 6, 7 to working till 2, 3, does that count as a full working day? Do you count as full-time employed, or do you become one of the underemployed people that we are seeing on the up and up right now?
Exactly. And then a lot of banks, they also have a lot of contract staff. So there's also that thing. So look, basically, overall, one just has to think about the labor force, the skills needed to transition, and so on and so forth.
All right, we've got your messages coming in on 0809 444 981 on WhatsApp, and this one in from Benga Kamu, who says, so the breakfast has reached the doors of First Bank. The more reason that next year's election is make or mar for Nigeria. Whilst Ike Peter says, there's just one thing about banks in Victoria Island, Lagos, there are never any queues.
Who said that? Where? Which bank? Please send me a message. Let me. If I'm not banking with them, I'll go and bank with them so I can join.
I'm telling you.
They're accused, though.
And Yinka Bolu says, when they were operating for longer hours, what exactly was their use? So if they like, they can close at 3 p.m. I don't think we will miss them.
Yinka questions everybody.
After-
Yinka is a productivity master.
Yeah, so I mean there was a reason because some people could not get in at the earlier times.
Yeah. Look, I mean, the banking model has look even on what is it now? Business Hub on Tuesdays. I always tell people that if you're going into business in Nigeria, try and think about not even having a physical space so you don't have to pay rent. Just think of something in e-commerce.
Keep down your overhead costs.
Yeah, because that rent costs diesel until we figure. Hey, by the way, I say diesel. We had another what's the whole god? Grid collapse. There was another grid collapse. Was it Friday or Saturday?
Friday.
Friday evening.
Everything everything is just coming to a head in this country. A year, and it's so funny. A year before elections, the grid has collapsed now multiple. I mean, I don't even think it's news because who has lights? It look. So that's another issue with more people not having enough lights. Look, tariffs have to go up, or it's chicken and egg. Why would I pay more tariffs unless I'm getting more light? Do I have a prepaid meter? Estimated billing? Are there enough meters going around? It's just vandalism. People bypassing. I don't know. There was somebody sent a message on Friday saying.
Let me give you a microcosm of that. Where I live right now, we're having that same issue.
Have they
you want us
increased your?
to pay more, but you're giving us less? No, and so the standoff continues. The chicken is winning.
Have they increased your service charge?
Yes.
Aha. So estates around Lagos are saying, please, because of diesel costs, we are raising service charges. But why would a shopper or any other person want to pay a higher service charge when the commensurate light that's supposed to go with that is not there? So, hey, Nigeria.
And on that note, we end the show. You can hear Rota's cries of Nigeria up on YouTube as we play the replay, youtube.com/smooth981fm. Or you can see it, type it out in real life on Twitter @Rotancode. Hey, Nigeria, don't worry. It's coming for you tomorrow again.
Oh, goodness. Thank you, guys.